Okay. We gotta find another lantern here. Alright. Again, we brought down the thunder. Now get ready for the boom! Boom! I am an unhealthy individual. Alright, now that we did that, talk about lighting a fart on fire.
So, what's next on our list of conversation to talk about?
I have no idea. It almost sounds like we have nothing to talk about, seriously. Actually, you were the one who kind of found out this news before I did, which was the Power Rangers reboot. Why don't you give your thoughts on that?
Well, it'll be interesting on where they take it for this one, since I've seen...
Uh-oh.
Oh no, you had to pick up the gun.
An automatic gun.
Just leave me.
Submachine gun. What to do? What to do? Do I end his life?
Just kill me now.
Should we do the merciful thing or be a dick?
Go to hell.
There you go.
I likes me some XP.
Yeah, since I've seen all the Power Rangers movies, at least that were available.
Well, there were only two. There was the original one.
Expedition field report.
Hold on.
Despite loss of 2 cargo ships to intense storms, the expedition has made landfall. We've established a communications center high in the mountains, and coastal base construction has commenced. Initial surveys have revealed several possible excavation sites. The island is much larger than we originally anticipated, and layered with many centuries of history. The task of identifying the source of the storms will be long and arduous. But if we succeed in our mission here, our victory in this war will be certain.
Okay, this is just another reference in the story that, like, everybody has come to Yamatai. And, spoiler alert, this kind of is Yamatai. So we get Nazi reports and a bunch of others, including, like, old Japanese reports. So, get used to this, guys. It's interesting exposition, although it's kind of pointless. And again, we were talking about this before. No one leaves.
Yeah, I know
It's almost like we need a t-shirt. Because we're going to forget. Alright.
Yeah, I remember watching the first Power Rangers movie with Ivan Ooze.
You are gonna die.
And then seeing the second one that was Power Rangers Turbo.
And this is just a little tutorial course on getting you used to the assault rifle or the submachine gun. Oh! Hello.
And I think I watched those movies like numerous times. Because a lot of times I was a big fan of watching Power Rangers. And actually, eventually I got back into the series after a while and finally finished up all the way up to Megaforce and cannot wait to see how they do Super Megaforce.
Sorry guys, I am focusing because I want to use proper. There we go. Oh my gosh, ghost flares being thrown. Okay. I think this guy's bugged. Yes, he's bugged. It's a ghost bow. It's a ghost bow. I can't even fight him. I just got killed by a bug. For the record, that was not me. That was a bug.
Now, light her up.
Alright, so now we have this whole segment again.
I love the slow motion.
This just makes me think of the Matrix all over again. Alright, this way they can't see us that well.
Shoot that light way over there.
Hey, what if this would just constantly readjust my reticle?
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
and I'm out of ammo. Headshot! Yeah, light yourself on fire. Just for the record. Now no one can see me. Ha 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 ha!
After everyone's dead.
I am Stealth Raider. Quiet, you. I am the freaking Solid Snake of this franchise. Wow, this guy looks a lot like Nathan Drake.
Well, what do you think of the Power Rangers reboot?
I don't know what to think of it at the moment because it just barely got announced. The studio that's doing it has me kind of worried. I think you'll be a little bit more optimistic than I am because it's done by Lionsgate Studios. The reason I think Andrea will be a little bit more optimistic is because she is a fan of the Hunger Games movies, the Twilight movies. All of those were done under Lionsgate. Divergent. What was the one that just came out that was a zombie spoof? Like Warm Bodies or something like that. I think that was a Lionsgate. So really, at this point, you probably have more reason to be excited than I do just because you like the studio. So,
well, not just because it's the studio, but I've always liked watching Power Rangers.
Father Matthias you sent us.
What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say I'm not a fan? Are you trying to say I'm not a fan?
This island?
You're trying to say I'm not a fan, aren't you?
Well,
No, I just want more details. That's what I want. Like, they keep on saying it's a reboot. Does that mean they're going to bring back all the original cast? I doubt it. They're all pretty old at this point. So that's what I want to know. How are you going to do it? Is it actually going to be a Mighty Morphin reboot?
I guess we'll just have to see. Now, would we?
I have to punish myself. I keep shooting these guys in the knees. It hurts. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, look. Let's follow the cryptic arrow on the ground.
Well, I mean, if you've seen the Power Rangers, the movie, how did you like the costume design?
I didn't like it at all. Especially when I found out one of the earlier concepts actually had the visor missing. So...
That was kind of strange.
This is weird.
Alex, are you there?
Yeah.
The console's a wreck.
Damn it.
Geek Power to the rescue!
Well, unless you see a Radio Shack around, you're gonna have to patch it manually through the maintenance panel.
Okay, that sounds simple enough.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to find it first. On those old towers, they installed those panels high up. I mean, way high up.
Climbing again. Great.
Yeah, she likes to climb.
No, she doesn't like to climb, but the game does not give her a choice. Alright, so we gotta climb the radio tower. And this is the part that just makes me laugh a little bit, because, again, she's in a freaking tank top, and it's snowing! This poor girl. She should have just worn a jacket to bed.
Yes, the poor girl.
I am alone now. The rest of them are dead. This is for the best. I watched from the cliffs as their makeshift boat was tossed and turned by the storms. The clouds looked like a hand upon the water, desperately clawing at their doomed boat. None survived the wrath of the storm. I observed it carefully. The storm was localized and sudden, and just as suddenly, it was gone. And this is the most interesting detail. It didn't seem random. I sensed emotion, something deliberate. I don't know what's happening on this island, not yet. But if I ever hope to escape, I must understand this phenomenon. Now my real work begins.
Okay, so if people haven't figured out, these are 7 Diaries of a Madman. This is basically taking the character Matthias, who we've already met, and if you guys hadn't figured out he was the bad guy, stand on your head. So now we know he is evil for evil's sake, because he is evil! Now we can continue on with the story. What's behind this? Is this where we came in? Or is this the way we came in?
I kind of lost track of which...
That's what happens in these games. Alright. Yeah, this is the way to go. Ouch. Hot pipes, Laura. Hot pipes. Ow.
That tower better work after all this.
Seriously? Given your luck, Laura? No, it won't. And here we go. It's snow out here. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. But her outfit is not delightful.
Why don't it just let it snow, let it snow, let it snow?
Because she'll freeze to death. I'm kind of surprised I'm not losing health right now.
Well, it could be worse. We could be putting the song Let It Go.
Oh, no diary this time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a talent here. Let's get that. Because right now this is the point where I start hurting on ammunition. Actually, let me check and see if I can make anything here. Bow upgrades, rifle upgrades, handgun, let's check the bow. No. I don't care about firing rate. Let's see. Let's do that. So that way I don't have such a problem firing. Okay, so on we go into the snowy wasteland that is Yamatai.
So, have you heard about the Justice League movie?
Unfortunately, yes, I have. Oh!
Well, the Justice League ain't gonna save her.
No. See, she made fun of Wonder Woman at some point, so it's not gonna save her at all. Did that give all my gear back? I don't know if it... No, it did. Okay. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? I don't need Superman's help. Or Zack Snyder. Bye-bye. But he needs help. Too bad he already mocked Zack Snyder, so unfortunately he doesn't get help from the Justice League.
Well, what characters are going to be showing up in the Justice League movie?
The only three that have been confirmed is the Trinity. Since you're not a comic book fan, the Trinity would be Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. We know that, for example, Ben Affleck will be playing Batman like he is in Batman vs. Superman. Henry Cavill will be reprising Superman's role, and Gal Gadot will be returning as the much debated right now Wonder Woman. Or as I liked how a buddy of mine on a podcast actually said Wonder Woman Sexy Edition. Or Wonder Woman Missing the Point Edition.
Really?
Yep. Well, that's pretty much what she is. At this point, it's just we. You know, I've hammered this over with you a couple of times, hun, but I mean, her most notable role is the Fast and the Furious. Okay, she doesn't have anything to her name aside from that. So, can you really fault me for making that joke when we know jack about her? Headshot! Okay, so now I'm getting a little overwhelmed here.
Well, maybe one of these days I should sit down and watch some of the animated series of some of the different characters from...
Actually, one of the things I would recommend for you is to watch the Wonder Woman animated movie. I think you would get a good kick out of it, and I'm not just saying that because she's a girl. Okay? I actually like that movie. It's one of the better ones. The other one I like is Green Lantern First Light, which came around the same time as the Ryan Reynolds movie, and probably should have been the movie that came out because it was a better storyline. And ignore my cell phone going off. You know, Let's Play curse and all that. Let's see. Oh boy. I did not walk in here right.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure your friend is gonna be so excited for the Justice League movie.
Which friend would that be?
Wouldn't that be Jin?
Right now, he's not.
Really?
Yeah, he's
he
kind
a
of on the
DC?
fence with Zack Snyder.
Yeah, but isn't he a DC fan?
He was hoping that Justice League would end up with another director. And that did not happen.
Who is he hoping for?
Somebody other than Zack Snyder. Oh, that was a headshot. I am murdering people, and yet I am worried about the fact that I didn't get a headshot. This game changes you! Headshot. Okay. Is that it? Are we done?
Hopefully.
Have you all been shot enough? Would you like me to shoot you in the foot some more? Okay. I don't want to shoot nobody.
I also...
They gave me no choice, Andrea. They gave me no choice! Right now, yeah, so right now the only 3 casting we know of...
Over the years, there have been other survivors,
Stupid
but
Matthias.
I've avoided them.
Matthias
If
has
they
to
got
interrupt.
in my way, I was not merciful. But now I know I need others. In order to move forward, I must fully control this island. So I will gather a small group of loyal followers.
Yeah, we get it. You're evil. You got minions. We get it. You're a super villain. Waha. Ha ha. Ha ha. We get it. Okay, so Matthias is evil. Just in case you didn't get the memo. He's evil. Yeah, it's gonna be Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. We don't know the villain yet. We don't know anything, really. Except that it is after Batman vs. Superman. So... this actually brings up an interesting question for you to answer, Andrea. What do you think of Zack Snyder directing this? What was your thoughts on Man of Steel?
Well, since I'm not a huge Superman fan like my dad, but I kind of liked the movie, even though I have not, seen many Superman movies.
Bye-bye. So you're an impartial party here. You're going to give him a chance. Is what you're basically saying.
Yeah, since I haven't really know what other kinds of work that this director has done.
Well, a lot of his work you never would have seen, Andrea. You didn't see 300, which is one of his bigger films that he did. Let's see. He also did Watchmen, which is another superhero movie based off of a Alan Moore comic, which, again, that's a 50-50 deal on whether or not he did a good job. Oh, stop throwing dynamite at me.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many of his films.
And then the other one I'm aware of is Sucker Punch, which is, from what I have been told, completely outright sexist. Just because he has a weird fascination with schoolgirls in that movie.
So I take it that you and Jin probably have both seen more of his films than I have.
I have seen 300. And I will say that Zack Snyder is not the best thing about that movie. Stop throwing dynamite at me! Okay. I have not seen Watchmen because I did not read the comic. Therefore, I do not know if it would catch my interest at all. And apparently I like getting burned by fire, guys. Sorry. There we go. Light yourself on fire. Girl on fire mode right there. And then Sucker Punch, I was actually told to avoid. So I did not see that either. And Man of Steel, I think people know my opinion on it. Your opinion is that you have no opinion, roughly?
Well, I cannot compare it since I have not seen every Superman movies known to man, but...
Okay, are you a fan of Superman?
Not as much as Batman, but I prefer Spider-Man over Batman, but, you know.
So you would be more in the Marvel camp, is what you're saying?
You can do this.
Well, yeah, more likely.
Sorry, I'm dancing with my partner here.
Keep firing! Waste your ammo! You're going down!
I can't see you. Right in the shoulder. His weakest point. Okay. Oh, yay, we got a...
Yeah, but it's been interesting to kind of watch some of the
Don't run forever, you bastard!
different kinds of movies, you know, Marvel and DC universe.
But you would fall a little bit more into the Marvel camp, it sounds like.
Probably. Unless if there was a superhero that I have grown to like.
Well, you haven't grown to like Batman, Superman. They had animated series.
Well, yeah, but...
Justice League, I would understand why you have not seen that, because that was Cartoon Network. But, yeah, you should have at least seen the Batman and Superman animated series growing up. Wonder Woman didn't show up until Justice League. And in my opinion, Justice League Unlimited was probably the better product there.
Well, probably because I've seen a little bit more Marvel cartoons than I have seen of...
Well, there were more Marvel cartoons. There was X-Men, there was Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Incredible Hulk.
Well, I haven't seen too much of Fantastic Four or the Incredible Hulk, but I know I've seen a lot more of either the Spider-Man...
So what you're saying is that you weren't hit by cosmic rays? And you weren't changed in the most fantastic ways?
Apparently so.
You didn't know that Reed Richards was elastic? And that Sue can fade from sight? Or that Johnny was the Human Torch? And the Thing just loves to fight? Love the Four, Andrea! Fantastic Four! Oh, sorry. Okay, fan rant over. My apologies. I will have to show you the theme song, because you missed out on an era, Andrea. What about Iron Man? Iron Man was kind of... It was one of the earlier ones.
The movie or the cartoon?
Animated series.
I haven't seen too many of the Iron Man yet.
Okay. Well, there was an early series. It's actually one of my favorite ones because it shows the first, at least in my knowledge, the first ever suitcase suit, where he actually does become Iron Man because he has a suitcase that follows him around. If people were wondering where the whole idea of Iron Man 2, where he had a suitcase Iron Man suit, that's kind of where I think they got the idea. If I got that wrong, please let me know. You and I might have to watch Justice League, because actually, in my opinion, where DC has succeeded somewhat, female superheroines, they've done fairly well with them, because, I mean, Wonder Woman is an icon. One that will never be forgotten, but I also think that the Marvel Universe has done fairly well with characters like Harold Anders and, I'm not going to say Jean Grey. Jean Grey's like they're really... We don't talk about her. They made so many mistakes.
So where does He-Man fall under?
He-Man? He-Man is just Hasbro.
Oh, so...
He-Man is just a toy brand.
Oh, so he doesn't belong in any of those?
He's just He-Man.
Because I do...
He-Man.
I do know that there is a coworker of mine that actually really likes She-Ra.
Well, yeah, She-Ra... Well, She-Ra kind of suffered from the same problems, to my knowledge, as He-Man did, where it was kind of, pardon my French, the ambiguously gay duo. And it, believe it or not in the other way. It actually went more in the male tones, just like He-Man did. But She-Ra, I think, was okay. I don't remember seeing a whole lot of it. My sister watched She-Ra, but she didn't like it. Which I thought was a good reference because, you know, Andrea knows my sister. She's very tomboy.
Yes.
So, if she didn't like it, it wasn't gonna work. I also know that Jem and I can't remember the name of her band. Jem she didn't like either. So to my sister, Jem was not truly outrageous.